Well, you know what? Life happens, right? From bankruptcy to foreclosure, hard times, they might hit you, but that doesn't mean buying a home is completely off the table for you. With the details on lending after life happens is Lisa Amato with New American Funding. And welcome, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you're here because I have already learned so much from you. Okay, first of all, I want you to help us understand exactly what you do and what makes you different from banks.
Okay. Well, what makes a mortgage consultant who works for a mortgage bank different from somebody who works at the big box banks? First of all, we're licensed and certified. So that's a really big thing because the people who work at the banks, they can start doing loans the day after they get hired.
Ooh, okay.
With us, you have to have classes, training, and pass national testing as well as state testing. And you're accountable to not just the client, but to the Federal Licensing Bureau. So that's very important. And it's important as a lender to associate with a mortgage bank that can offer the best product line so that you can be a resource and offer the most options to your clients.
Okay, so let's talk about that because you said, you know, a lot of people do it backwards. They go out and they find a house that they love. It's Saturday afternoon. All of a sudden you try to call up a lender because you found this house that you love and nobody's available. You're available 24/7 for people, but you say, go get the pre-qualifying done first. Go get the lending figured out first, then go buy a house.
Right. I kind of equate it, Terry, to going to the mall without your wallet. Because how do you know if you find a shirt that you like and you don't have any money, it may not be there when you go back.
Right.
So in lending, what's important is to establish a relationship with a lender, do your shopping around, find somebody that you feel comfortable that's going to work for you and protect you and look out for you, offer you options so that when you're making your decisions, you know going into it where your maximum payment will be, where your maximum purchase price will be. And then if you have time, not just get a pre-qualification, but a pre-approval. That's where your mortgage consultant submits your loan package with all of your documentation to the underwriter. They approve you as the person up to whatever set amount that you've determined is your maximum amount. And they write an actual letter saying pre-approved.
Okay.
So if you accompany your pre-approval with your pre-qualification form, which is required with every contract in Arizona, and then I provide a cover letter explaining how solid this buyer is, that we're able to do a 14-day guaranteed close because they're already pre-approved.
Oh, that's huge. Yes. That is a huge help. And now for folks who have already experienced foreclosure, bankruptcy, let's talk about helping them because credit scores are so very important. And even if you have a very low credit score, you can still help them?
Yes. You know, that's another important fact is a lot of the big banks or even mortgage brokers, they have overlays or additional rules on what the government will allow for mortgage lending. If you work with a mortgage bank that's a direct lender that they are released to sell to Fannie, Freddie, and Ginnie, then we can go down to 580 scores for VA, FHA, and that's huge because often after people have had life happen, their scores aren't quite as high as somebody who's been at their job for 20 years and had a steady salary and they have an 800 credit score.
Well, do you actually help people with the pre-qualifying process? There's some paperwork involved in that. And you kind of have a checklist and offer up your services to help them get that done.
I do. I offer my services, my guidance, my direction. We have a checklist so that they know, here's what I need to get. And then they can submit it to me. Whatever way they feel the most comfortable, we can meet at my office, have a face-to-face meeting. I can meet with them. They can fax it, scan it. Any way that they feel the most comfortable. I have people FedEx it in. They're maybe in San Francisco. So it's going to be catered to what works best for them in their situation. I work for the borrower, and I make sure that I'm meeting their needs and provide that service.
Well, that is so important, especially in today's market. Very good information, Lisa. I want to tell you how you can get in touch with Lisa. Lisa did bring a special offer for you, our Sonoran Living Live viewer. New American Funding, their phone number is 480-244-6490. Their website is newamericanagent.com/branch/Scottsdale, and you can get up to $500 lender credit towards appraisal at the close of escrow. You can call them. There's the phone number on your screen. Look them up on the website for more information. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.